So we are discussing PHP today. PHP is a server-side scripting language designed specifically for the web. Within an HTML page, you can embed PHP code that will be executed each time the page is visited. Your PHP code is interpreted at the web server and generates HTML or other output that the visitor will see. So now, in web, you have a client, that is your browser, and you have a server, that is your web server. Okay. So client technologies, we have HTML or JavaScript, jQuery, etc. And then in the server-side scripting, you have PHP, you have ASP, etc., CGI also. Now you want to have a server-side scripting. So what you do, you have a web page. So in your HTML page, you embed the code of PHP. This PHP will run on the web server here, and the result will be given to you in the form of HTML or whatever form it is going to give you. So this is the PHP. PHP does exactly this, and you'll be surprised to know that your Facebook is on PHP. So let us take some history of PHP. PHP, first of all, what is the full form of PHP? Now this is quite interesting, because this is not P or H or P. It is actually hypertext. H starts first. Hypertext preprocessor, and this was created by Rasmus Lerdof in 1994. So it was initially developed for HTTP usage, logging, and server-side form generation in Unix. Now see what shape it has taken. Then came PHP 2, that is in 1995, which transformed the language into server-side embedded scripting language, and also added the database support which was required, the file approach, the variables, the arrays, the recursive functions, conditions, iteration, and regular expression, etc. Then came PHP 3, 1998. So it's added the support for ODBC data structure, multiple platform support, and email protocols like SNMP and IMAP, and also new parser written by these gentlemen, Z and Andy. Then PHP 4, in 2000, it became an independent component of the web server for added efficiency. The parser was renamed the Zend engine. Parser was named as Zend engine, and many security features were also added. Then came PHP 5. It adds Z-Engine 2 with the object-oriented programming. It has robust XML support using the libxml2 library. Also SOAP extension for interoperability with web services. Also SQLite that has been bundled with PHP. So what is PHP? Let us visit it again. It is hypertext preprocessor. It is open source. The most important aspect of PHP is it is open source and also the server-side scripting language. It is used to generate dynamic web pages. As you say, with HTML I use it for static web pages. You use PHP for generating the dynamic web pages. And PHP scripts reside between the reserved PHP tags, we'll see just now. So this allows the programmer to embed the PHP inside your HTML. So you can have inside HTML your PHP code, and you can end the HTML. So it is interpreted language, means line by line execution is done, and scripts are parsed at runtime rather than compiled beforehand. So it is parsed at runtime. So this is runtime interpreted language, and it is executed on the server side, that is, it is executed on the web server, and the source code is not visible by the client. This is important. So view source in browser does not display PHP code. It will only display you the HTML code. It will not be available to you. Various built-in functions allow for faster development, as we have seen in the history also, and it is compatible with many popular databases. Of course, the SQLite is embedded. So what does PHP code look like? You will be waiting for this. Structurally, it is similar to C++. It supports procedural and also the object-oriented paradigm to certain degree. All PHP statements, they ends with a semicolon. Each PHP script must be enclosed in the reserved PHP tag, that is angle bracket, question mark, and PHP. It tells the interpreter or the engine or the web server that, okay, anything inside these is a PHP code. So why is PHP used? First, it is easy to use. The code can be embedded into your HTML. So the PHP code is enclosed in special start and end tags that allow you to jump into and out of PHP mode. This is an example. You have simple HTML, and now you can have all steps of PHP, but inside this you can have a PHP by angle bracket, question mark, ending with a question mark, angle bracket. This is echo, just like a printf. Hi, I am a PHP script. Then second, it is cross-platform. It runs on almost any web server on several operating systems. One of the strongest feature is the wide range of supported databases. Of course, you would like to access the database from the database server. For that, PHP is there. That is why you need to talk about the operating systems or about the supported databases whenever you're talking about a server-side scripting language. The web servers, Apache, Microsoft IIS, Codium, Netscape Enterprise Server. Operating system, you have Unix, Mac OS X. All these are supported. The supported databases, long list, right from the basic ones to the advanced ones. Why is PHP used? The other reason is cost benefits. It is free. Open source course. This means that the open source, that entire PHP community will contribute towards the bug fixing. So it is robust. There are several add-on technologies, libraries for PHP that are also free. PHP is free. This is a client. Now it sends HTTP request to the web server. Then it gets a page. What page? It has PHP inside. It interprets the PHP code, that is, say hello, and it returns the response to the server response to the client. So the browser will, or the client side has the application program, that is the browser. So the browser will show you hello, what it was intended to be run on the web server is now shown on your web browser. There are number of server-side scripting available: ASP, SSJS, JSP. This is Microsoft technology. This is Java technology. So PHP involves simplicity in scripting, generally using the database, of course, and it is platform independent. PHP is primarily designed for web applications, but it is well optimized for the response times needed for the web application. So let us get started. How to escape from HTML and enter the PHP mode. PHP parses a file by looking for one of the special tags that tells it to start interpreting the text as a PHP code, and the parser then execute all the code until it finds the end PHP closing tag. This is HTML. Then you have a PHP code, as you can see, then end, and again a HTML code after that. So starting tag is this, ending tag is this. Preferred method, as it allows the use of PHP with XHTML also. And these two not recommended, of course, because easier to type but has to be enabled and may conflict with XML. So you always use this PHP. And the script language, which is, if you write this is always available. Best if you use when the front page is the HTML editor. What about this person? Not recommended. ASP tag support was added in 3.0.4, the next version. So simple HTML page with a PHP. Let us make one. The following, this one is a basic example to outside text using PHP. You have HTML, then head, title, head, body, and this is your code. And you can just copy this code and save it as test.php in your favorite text editor, and you should see a hello world display. And you have to notice that the semicolon is used at the end of each line of PHP code to signify a line break. Like HTML, PHP ignores white spaces, of course, between the line of codes. The HTML equivalent is BR. And using conditional statement, we'll see one more example. Conditional statement like if and else. So conditional statements are very useful for displaying specific contents to the user. This is the example to show how to display content according to the day of the week. If some variable is defined like day W, today day of week, if day of week is equal to W, equal this one, else equal this one. So it is 4, we equal it as Thursday, otherwise it is not Thursday. So this is all for PHP. Hope you got the basic idea of PHP. Thank you so much. Take care.